He was an Army National Guard veteran who shot 8 children as they ran away, along with his wife and the mother of one of his children. Here's what you need to know about the tragic shooting that happened in Shreveport. Let's get into it. So 34-year-old Shamar Elkins killed 8 children across 3 different homes in Louisiana. 7 of the children were his own kids. The victims ranged in age from just 1 to 12 years old, and a 13-year-old boy survived by fleeing and jumping from a roof, breaking several bones in the process. 2 women were also shot. Elkins' wife, who remains in critical condition, and another woman, the mother of the 8th child, who has life-threatening injuries. The massacre began a little after 6 a.m. in the Cedar Grove community, and police say Elkins first shot his wife and then went to 2 other homes on West 79th Street and one on Harrison Street, where he killed the children. Some children tried to escape through the back door, and neighbor security cameras captured Elkins fleeing toward a tire shop after the attack. Elkins was a 7-year veteran of the Louisiana Army National Guard until August 2020 and was never deployed. He had been arrested in 2019 on a firearms case. After the shootings, he carjacked a vehicle and led police on a chase to the next parish. This is the deadliest mass shooting in the U.S. since January 2024.
Again, I just posted the other day about the dentist who was taken out by her husband while her 2 teenage kids were home. And we're posting again about a man taking out 8 children, 7 of his own, and 2 women who are fighting for their lives right now. People don't understand that a patriarchy where women and children are living amongst their biggest predators is not natural. One woman having 7 kids by this man is not natural. She should have never had that many kids by this man, or any kids by this man. This man's DNA should not have been passed along, let alone duplicated 8 times. I really don't have a lot to say right now, y'all, because this is crazy, but I will be in and out with my commentary.
Are gone. He even shared a post of his daughter just hours before this absolutely horrific incident. He went to multiple homes, not just one, and at each one he opened fire. 8 of the children are gone. Their ages range from 1 to 14 years old. 2 adult women were also injured. Both of them are in the hospital right now fighting for their lives. One is believed to be the mother of 7 of the children. The other, we aren't really sure her relationship yet. This happened at around 6 o'clock in the morning, and these weren't strangers. This was family. Now, while all this was going on, a 13-year-old was able to escape by jumping off of a roof. Now, he's injured, but he wasn't actually injured by a weapon. Now, after doing all of that to his family, he fled, stole a vehicle. The cops had to pursue him, and eventually they actually had to eliminate him. Now, investigators are saying that the motive is still unclear, but that they are sure it is a domestic-related incident. This is obviously an ongoing situation, so I will be following it closely. This is just absolutely horrible, and I will keep you guys posted as information becomes available. What do you guys think happened here? Because I can't imagine. I have no idea. I can't even fathom why somebody would do this. So, but I will keep you guys posted. Talk to y'all soon.
And I'm starting to hear everybody's perspectives. Everybody is starting to come out with these perspectives as what type of person could do this? How dark could you be? And it makes me realize, what planet do y'all live on? When I get on social media and I be looking and I be scrolling and I be just a bystander, just looking at how y'all look at these situations, it makes me realize why these situations happen how they happen. Because it seems like y'all don't realize that we are on planet Earth and there are people who have these mental issues. Y'all get up here every single day and y'all try to make it seem like these humans are just dark people for no reason. One day they just woke up and became a dark person. No, this shit happens over time. Living on planet Earth is not as good as y'all perceive it to be. There are people truly struggling with mental battles, and they respond in negative ass ways that is perceived as just pure darkness, but there's always a reason behind it. And I'm tired of the root of the issue not ever being addressed, that people are having mental battles and living on planet Earth is not making it no better. Just the other day, this young lady died. She was pregnant in Houston, about to hand her baby's father. Just the other day, this I don't know if he was mayor, senator, something. He took the life of his wife and himself, I think. People are going through mental battles, and y'all are ignoring the fact that people's minds are not there. Men have mental battles. Men are going through a mental health crisis, and that is one of the bigger issues that is happening. For the last couple weeks, I've been seeing women get on social media. Even me, I posted my video about how men are taking advantage of women and men are doing so much harm. These men need help. These men need help. These men need help. Just the other day, people were talking about 40 million men are sitting on social media on this platform talking about raping women. There's an issue. There is some type of darkness that is going on this planet within the last couple years that is getting worse and worse, and nobody is speaking about it. That I believe something is going on in this system where they're messing with the minds of the men. I genuinely believe that. I do. There is no way possible all of these negative situations with all of these men is just happening at the drop of a dime within the same time period. There is a mental crisis. There is something going on a deeper level, and I don't care what nobody got to say.
Y'all know I do believe in demons, and I do feel like a lot of people are demonically possessed. But in a patriarchy, there is going to be a lot of mental illness, and this does happen over time, like she said. Like, men set this system up and put themselves in close proximity to women because they need and depend on women, which makes it very, very dangerous for women. And they need and depend on these women, but they also taught these men that you're supposed to provide for these women and these children. And that's another layer of pressure that most of them can't handle, because most of them are not firing with all four cylinders or have all the light bulbs on upstairs, and they're not even mentally capable of like communicating properly or multitasking or doing all the things that women do. I don't think most of these men are capable of caring for a family and a woman. They can't even take care of themselves. So I don't know what their exact situation was, but it is a lot of pressure on men to be men in a patriarchy, just like it's a lot of pressure on women to do things that these men consider to be feminine and to be of a woman, like cleaning, taking care of kids, being a doctor, a nurse, a mom, a friend, and a chef, a psychiatrist, working 10 hours a day or 8 hours a day, being a housekeeper, just being everything to everybody. That's a lot on women. And women are breaking down too, except women are not killing men, but men expect us to do everything because patriarchy has told them that that's our role, and they just want us to shut up and do it. And when they're failing in a patriarchy, they don't know what else to do but take everybody out and take themselves out. I feel like the government knows what is wrong with these men, and that is why they're trying to hurry up and draft them all and send them off to the military to die.
You know, I don't believe in hell, but times like this, I wish there was one. Shamar Elkins just went on a rampage, shooting rampage in Shreveport, Louisiana. Killed 8 children, 7 of which were his own. There just are no words.
Shamar is said to have mental health struggles, and on just April 9th, he posted on social media that he was having a hard time and asked God to shield his mind. This is one of the residences that this terrible event took place at. In March of 2019, just 3 years after completing his service with the Army, Shamar was arrested on illegal use of a firearm and on school property. He ended up doing 18 months probation, But again, as for what completely led up to this, it is still developing. We are still waiting to see what could have led to this ultimate, terrible, tragic event.
And I know the comments, I know a lot of people are saying, well, the devil is busy. The devil did it. The devil this, the devil that. Well, I pose a question. If it was the devil, okay, if this man had free will to unalive his children, where was God in this situation? Why was this man allowed that free will to unalive these babies? That's the part that I don't understand. And I know the Christians are going to say that. Yeah, pray for the surviving family. Like, come on, man. We got to stop looking at the God versus the devil thing and just realize there are some sick people in this world. That's what it is. Point blank, period. And it's a damn shame when children are not safe around their own parents, man.
What if the voice of God is just women's intuition and natural instincts that tell you, no, maybe I shouldn't have a kid by this man. No, maybe I shouldn't go on a date with this man. No, maybe I shouldn't marry him. Something is off. What if that's God's voice telling you to back away and to protect yourself? What if women hear the voice of God all the time and they say, no, I'm going to ignore that first and second red flag. I'm going to ignore how these men are out here taking women and children out all the time. I'm going to tell other women to ignore other women because those other women are not wise and they are just jealous and don't want us to have a man. What if the voice of God is all of these women out here telling women to be careful, telling women what to look for, telling women not to have kids, not to be a trad wife, not to get married, focus on yourself, arm yourselves? What if that's the voice of God protecting or trying to protect, and everybody else is just drowning that voice out? Because if that's the case, they say that God is omnipresent, which means God is everywhere. That could be true. There are women everywhere telling women what to watch out for, the signs. What if it's just women not listening to their gut, to other women, to nature?
Understand what's going on here? Can you even begin to understand how something like this can happen? You think he just woke up one day? He was this bad guy? 7 out of 8 of them was his own children. Nobody saw the signs? Can any of us even begin to understand what could possibly be going on in this man's head, where he can wake up one morning and justify taking the lives of 8 children and 7 of them were his? Shamar Elkins, the suspected shooter, which is now categorized as a domestic violent attack. The children, the children that lost their lives today was from the age between 1 year old and 14. The mother of these children survived the attack, and she's expected to live. She lost in one day 7 out of 8 of her kids. It goes on to say that Elkins left the scene after the attack, carjacked a vehicle, and the incident ended with the police taking Elkins' life. As a community, what are we going to do? How are we going to resolve this so this never happens to another family again? We have a mental health crisis in this country. For God's sakes, this man served in the National Guard between 2013 and 2020. He was a fire support specialist. This wasn't just some Joe Schmo guy who lost his shit. Ask the questions. What happened? Where did it go wrong? Why did this happen? Somebody had to know the struggles this man was going through. I'm not making any excuses for this man. This is beyond disgusting, and he's gonna get exactly what he deserves. It's too late for Shamar Elkins, and it's too late for this mommy, and it's too late for these 8 children that are no longer here with us. But certainly some of us, if not all of us, can get involved to try to ensure that this will never happen again. Doctors, hospitals, medication, mental health. We must address this now, because I fear if we let this go on much longer, it won't be too long before another family loses their lives.
The one person who was supposed to protect them from the outside world killed them on the inside. And if y'all wonder why there's so many women opting out of having children, and so many women opting out of being married, and so many women opting out of being under the same roof with the man, this is the reason why, along with all the other stories that I have been doing, especially BLK women. And this is why I always hashtag protect the women and the children, because these men don't care.
That's all I have for now, ladies. Please get down in the comments, like this video, share this video, comment, have y'all heard of this story yet? I'm pretty sure it's about to be everywhere because of the nature of it. But yeah, I'll talk to you ladies later.